So here it is, the $1,000 Death Star officially revealed on LEGO.com, as you can see here. Last night, a Dutch website posted a few images of the set, but now we have every product image that LEGO has released, and we can go over this in-depthly now. So I guess I'll just start from the first picture and go down. This we've already seen before, so there's really not a whole lot to look at here, so I'm just going to skip over this picture. Here we have the box. Like I said in the video last night, if you guys watched that, I'm not a big fan of this box art. I think each individual side on its own looks good, like this front picture right here with the Death Star and the red behind it. I think that looks great. I think this picture on the side looks cool too, while goofy because it's a slice, it still looks kind of cool. And the minifigure picture up at the top is nice too. It's just that all of these clumped together on one box just looks kind of tacky to me, especially compared to other UCS sets. So for $1,000, this definitely isn't the best box design, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much in the end. But moving on, here we have the picture that's on the side of the box. And while this picture looks good, it's just so funny to me, and it's funny to everyone else too, because it's literally showing that the Death Star of the set is literally just a sliver. I mean, it looks good. I mean, they pulled off the curvature nice, it's sleek and clean, the laser looks incredible, but just the concept of this image as a whole is freaking hilarious. Moving on though, here we have all the minifigures, like actual clear pictures of all the minifigures, with the Hot Dust Stormtrooper down here at the bottom right, which I guess I'll start off with him first because he looks really good, and it's awesome that we're finally getting this figure, although I'm not sure where they came up with this design from, because this specific Hot Dust Stormtrooper design has not been seen anywhere, so I guess this is just a new one LEGO came up with. And what's ironic about it is that, as you can see, it has dual molded legs, and it's the only figure in this entire set that has dual molded legs, and arguably the one that needed them the least, which I just think is so ironic because Tarkin, Yularen, all the Imperial officers, they all needed dual molded legs, Galen as well. All these figures needed dual molded legs way more than this Stormtrooper did, but they only gave it to the Stormtrooper, which I think is hilarious. It's not good, but at the very least, it's funny. But moving on, this bottom row isn't really much to see, just a droid, royal guards, and some officers and gunners. More officers up here, more gunners, and then 6 Family Guy Stormtroopers. You have the protocol droid that you have Galen, which should have dual molded legs. Again, ironic that the Stormtrooper got it, but not any of these figures. Or honestly, at the very least, leg printing. I mean, this is a $1,000 set, and you have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 figures without leg printing. Actually, 8 Princess Leia up here. That's just so crazy to me. I feel like the very least they could have done was just like put a few lines on them, like here and there. But no, I guess a $1,000 retail price doesn't give them a budget to do that. But anyways, then you have Krennic, which is a new figure, and I also assume he's going to appear somewhere else in 2026. I do not think this figure is going to stay exclusive to this set, so don't worry about that. This one is actually apparently Admiral Modi and not Admiral Piet, which I said in the last video, because that's what the Dutch website said. But anyways, this is Admiral Modi. Then you have Tage, and then Yularen. And Yularen actually looks really good. I mean, he should have dual molded legs, but the head print with that hairpiece I think looks incredible. Here you have the Emperor's Assistant. I still can't remember what these guys are called. I think they're called Imperial Monoloths, but I'm not really entirely sure. Either way, he looks cool. Should have some printing on his skirt though. Palpatine, Darth Vader, Tarkin, R2-D2, C-3PO, that should be the dual molded leg C-3PO, absolutely ridiculous that is not in a $1,000 set. Ben Kenobi, Chewbacca, Stormtrooper Han Solo, normal Han Solo, Princess Leia, Episode 6 Luke Skywalker, and then 2 other Luke Skywalkers. So yeah, that is the entire minifigure lineup. Again, most of these figures are not perfect. They're not up to a $1,000 standard, which is just ridiculous. Usually I don't even complain about dual molded legs, but in this set I am, because it's $1,000. And again, it's so ironic that the only dual molded legged figure is the freaking Hot Tub Stormtrooper. Anyways though, continuing on, here we have the Imperial Shuttle. Not the most appealing build. Again, I honestly can't even tell if this cockpit can open up. I mean, I assume it obviously can, but I just can't really tell how. The top wing also looks a bit wonky. I think this part should go up more. The reason they did that is probably so it can fit inside the hangar of the Death Star, but it still just looks a bit goofy. And speaking of the hangar of the Death Star, here it is. I like how there's kind of enough Stormtroopers to set them up to where you can kind of recreate the opening scene of Episode 6. I think that's cool. Then you have Ben Kenobi and Darth Vader fighting. You have the control room with Han Solo and C-3PO, and I assume all of these are stickers. They look like stickers. And it's honestly ridiculous that I'm assuming that in a $1,000 set, there should not be a single sticker. But knowing the state of LEGO Star Wars, I'm not expecting any printed pieces in this, to be honest. But it looks cool, to say the least. Just make sure you put these on straight, or it won't look good. If you end up getting this set, of course, like most of you guys are. Here we have the trash compactor, and yes, it obviously can close, which is nice. I'm not sure how it can close. There's not really anything that shows a mechanism here and how it works, but obviously the feature's there, so that's nice. Here you have Princess Leia's gel cell. cell, and this actually might be one of the best rooms in this set, strictly just because her jail cell actually opens up and it looks like you can fit her on the inside. And they also did a pretty good job on the hallway too. I like the floor and the wall design. I think this room looks really good. Here we have the hallway fight scene where they go and save Princess Leia. I assume this is, yeah, there's just the next room over. And then we have this picture right here, which I talked about last night. And basically, I kind of lost my optimism for this set when I saw this back right side right here where you can't see the laser. Because really, from this back right side, it's not going to look that good. It's only going to look good from the front angle where they show it on the box right here. It really only looks good from this angle where you can actually see the laser. From this back angle here, wherever it's at, from this angle right here, it's going to look a bit rough. So that is something I'm kind of worried about because this should be a centerpiece set for a Lego collection. And if you walk into a room of a Lego collection and you see this Death Star and you just see the back side right here, it's just not going to look that great. But hey, at least this side looks good. Continuing on though, here is more angles of it. Again, the back side just looks pretty bland. The rest of it looks good though. Here we have another picture of all the figures in person. You can pause and look at it if you want to. The Imperial Shuttle, again, not the most appealing build, but I'm glad they included it. Another picture we looked at last night. These are all pretty much just pictures we saw last night, just the lifestyle images. Oh, we didn't see this last night. This looks really good. See, again, from this angle right here, it looks great. I love this. Like, I'm not a hater of the design choice for this set. I think this looks good, especially from this angle where you can see the laser. Like, it's a pretty beautiful display piece to put up against a wall like this. But man, it's just this back side that's like kind of rough. Anyways, though, then here we have the back of the box, which we saw last night. So yeah, next I want to look at the actual rendered 360 image of this. So look at this right here. Hold up. Let me pause it. Can I like drag it while it's still paused? Yeah, boom. The back side. Oh my gosh. They didn't even try on it. The only thing that is cool is that it looks like there's a mini kit down here, right there. I think that's a mini kit. I mean, what else would that be? That's definitely a mini kit. Well, this actually might be a room right here too. I don't think it is. I think the only thing back here is just a mini kit. But yeah, as you can see, I wish this wouldn't keep on popping up right here when I move my mouse. But anyways, as you can see, the whole back side, they didn't even try on it. There's nothing back here. And I guess in theory, this doesn't really matter at all because this set is literally made to be put up against a wall. But for some reason, I was expecting there to be something back here, like it would be tiled off or something, and there might be some rooms or some balconies for some figures to stand on, but there's literally nothing. It's not even like they tried to cover it up. It's just tacky bricks everywhere, which again, I guess doesn't really matter because you're not meant to see this side, but I was just expecting something more than this. And then I guess right here, you can get a, you can get a better angle of this right side, which I think looks kind of rough. Okay, see right here, this doesn't actually look too bad. It really only looked bad in the other picture. I think this looks decent. Still not as good as the other side where you can see the laser, but this doesn't look awful. And I like how the gun sticks out right there. There's like a panel that covers it up and you can probably just remove that to access the gun. I think that's really cool. I also really love the curvature they pulled off here. I think that's great. But yeah, it's really just the backside. That's like, what in the world? Like, they didn't even try on it. And also, as you can see right here, well, let me get this image right here. As you can see right here, the throne room kind of sticks out a little bit. So no, you're not going to be able to place this completely flat up against the wall. And also this means that there's no way this could have hung up by itself. Well, also the set's just too big and heavy for it to hang up by itself anyways. It'd probably tear itself apart. But this sticking out right there just also makes that not possible. And then on top of this, I also think there's like a little video or something. Where's it at? Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, that really didn't show a whole lot. It showed the elevator though, which I want to go back to wherever that was at. Yeah, this part right here. I like the elevator. Great function. How it can come down like that. I assume. I don't know how it works. Well, actually, there's a knob at the top up here. That might be for the elevator. I'm not entirely sure. It might not be, but I really don't know what else that would be for. And then you also got to see the trash compactor closing in this scene too, right there. Still don't know how it works, but it's nice that it can close, obviously. But yeah, that's really all there is to see. That's everything Lego has put on the website. Set number 75419, I guess I didn't go over that earlier. 9,023 pieces, and then a $1,000 retail price coming on October 4th, but October 1st for Lego Insiders, which is free to sign up for. But then lastly, there's one more picture of the Hot Tub Stormtrooper that Max posted on Instagram, and for some reason this isn't on the Lego page. It's just, this is the only place I can find this picture. Max posted it. But yeah, this is where the Hot Tub Stormtrooper is going to stay inside the build. It's up at the top left corner behind the, like, up here somewhere. And I mean, this looks all right, I guess. He's got like a radio up here, maybe a toaster in the bathtub. I don't know. No, that was out of pocket, my bad. But he's got like a radio up here, and then like his little hot tub bathtub thing is cool. Again, only figure with dual molded legs, super ironic, but I mean, hey, it's cool they included him at least. And then next up here, I want to take a quick look at this god-awful GWP. Oh my goodness, worst Lego Star Wars GWP of all time. I'm just saying that right now. It's honestly insane to me that we're going from the droid carrier in 2024, the Camino training set from just a few months ago in May, to this. And those two GWPs were for sets that were like $200 or $300. This is a GWP for a $1,000 set, and it's the worst we've ever gotten. It's so ridiculous. But yeah, 236 pieces. Lego says its suggested retail price would be $35, which is insane. Who in the world would pay $35 for this? But it just looks goofy. I mean, it's a 4+ TIE fighter. And also it includes 2 extra stormtroopers and the TIE pilot, which just should have been in the set itself. So if you get the GWP, you're going to have 8 stormtroopers in total for your Death Star, but if you don't get the GWP, you're just going to have 6. So yeah, that's just super lame on Lego's part. But again, this GWP, it's bad. Here's the box art. Here's just, oh my gosh, it looks even worse in this picture. Like, the more I look at it, the worse it gets. Look how short the wings are. This thing is ridiculous. Yeah, this is, and I guess the whole front windshield just has to completely break off for you to put the pilot inside. And here's where it can go inside the Death Star. It just hangs in the hanger. Honestly, this should have just been included in this set. It's ridiculous that it isn't. And the fact that this is a GWP, like this right here, this set right here is supposed to win people over to buy this Death Star within the first week of its release. Or not even the first week, within like the first 3 or 4 days. It's like, wow, good job, Lego. Like, this is definitely going to push some people over the fence. Good job. Like, can you imagine someone saying, oh, I wasn't going to get the Death Star on drop day, but I saw this TIE fighter, now I gotta get it. Like, who in the world is saying that, bro? Just ridiculous. This should have been included with the Death Star, in my opinion, and the GWP should have been something else. The GWP should have been like a Darth Vader bust or something. That would have been perfect, I think. But no, it's a crappy 4+ TIE fighter. But yeah, the $1,000 Death Star, the most anticipated Lego Star Wars set of all time. I mean, we've been looking forward to seeing this all year, and here it is. And everyone has got varying different opinions on it. But I guess when this set drops on October 1st, I'll be at the Lego store, and I'll get this, and I'll review it, unfortunately. But let me know what you guys think about this set down in the comments below. If you're new, please consider subscribing. And if you want to check out more videos, as always, you can see them on the end screen right now.